Yeah, and you consider that they had their awards night last Tuesday. I can imagine that must have been a fairly flat evening as well. It's just hard to put your finger on it. I mean, if I'm honest, I didn't see Leinster losing to Northampton. I thought the bookies were crazy in terms of the margin. I'd kind of thought maybe 10 to 15 points
semi-final,
max.
yeah.
But like the way the game unfolded in front of my eyes, I just couldn't believe it. And the big question has to be in the top 6 inches. When they got in trouble in that last 20 minutes, there didn't seem to be a response, a natural reaction.
Sorry, but on the top 6 inches or 4 inches, whatever, but it's 15 or 23 by 6 inches, really, isn't it? It's a collective thing. And when people say choker, it's stupid. Choker is something that happens in an individual sport. It's something different. I don't know what it is either.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, leaders grasp the nettle at the right time. I mean, even, you know, the debate about... Personally, I was doing the commentary on and I was saying they have to take the kick. That was the one on 75 minutes. The second opportunity, I said they have to take the kick. And then I saw the debate afterwards. Apparently, Sam Prendergast was the one who said go to the corner. You go back to the height of the Munster days, and I'm not just talking about that, but O'Connell was telling O'Gara, you're taking the kick. He didn't have any option. O'Gara mightn't have wanted to take the kick, but that was the decision. Somebody would make the decision. Whereas that indecision on the day, I think, seeps through. And it's just happened far too often now for it to be accidental. And I think you can train all you want, you can have all the off-the-field stuff, but it's way beyond an honesty call. You've got to get down to the root and branch of the problem.
Well, you two guys, like, I mean, what have you been picking up insight-wise? I mean, the coroner's report is still awaiting signing off. Like.
Yeah, look, so obviously there's the ones that are obviously everyone, selection, in-game management, decision-making, substitutions. Do you get Jack Cohn on at half-time? Why wait 3 minutes? How early do you get Jordy Barrett on? How do they manage the half-time? All those things are asked about, but I think... frustratingly, from an Irish rugby fan or point of view, or Leinster point of view, is it's Groundhog Day. Like, this has happened to this group of players a lot, too often, for the talent they are. And like, I know some of the narrative is it's a players' issue. And for sure, the players didn't perform to the level that
Why
they
can't it be a collective issue? Why can't Leinster come out as an organisation and say we all got it wrong?
I don't know, but I don't know if they know what they got wrong yet. That's the question. Like, we don't know that. That's for them to work out. But even something like match readiness, match hardness, Brett Igo did a nice comparison between Northampton. They played the majority of players the week before.
Yes.
Like, Leinster have been here before. They've not sent their best players to South Africa. Yeah. If you believe cohesion is a strong performance indicator, would it not be any harm to play them the week before, to have them actually match ready? Because Leinster, for that first 20 minutes, were nowhere near where it needed to be. Now, they might have had lots of energy, they might have been fresh, but it didn't transfer to being up to Champions Cup semi-final level, and they didn't find that. They actually went backwards, which will destroy them, because... But it's a mind... But the thing is, if you say it's the players' fault, Andy Farrell picked 12 of them to go on the British and Irish Lions last week, so he believes they're still the best.
Put the jury's out in that to see.
Yeah, it is. We'll find out this summer. Yeah,
but fair point. Yeah. Just on that, because the one that people come back to too is complacency, and you see a final, and you don't see the semi-final. You see Northampton. You know, I don't know how that works in a professional dressing room. I presume it's like commandment 1: don't be cocky. But like, there does seem to have been a little bit of complacency at some level.
Yeah, and as much as I want to argue against that and stand up for the individuals, like 2 of the tries...
Feel free to, if you can. Yeah.
Oh, but I want to. I want to, but like 2 of the tries were from kick chase. Like, kick chase is effort. Like, that's an effort thing. That's within you to just get up off the ground, work as hard as you can and connect to people either side of you. And that hurt me more than anything else, because you can do all the tactics, you can do all the analysis and rest and prep and all the other things, but like... For that's
in such that moment, it went missing.
Just finding it within yourself to get off the ground and you know, connect with the players that you're putting your head in the spokes for, and you're going to war for. Like, that's what hurt me the most. And then just little things within the game. Donal touched on, you know, the decision making at the end. I don't care what decision that they made, but it looked like they were looking to the sideline for it, you know. So you need someone who's assertive to make that decision in the moment. It just gives confidence to everyone else.
But there's a narrative that it's weak to look up to the coach's box, whatever. Like the Springboks, like Rassie Erasmus had traffic lights.
Yeah.
And like he has Andre Pollard, Sia Khaleesi, Estabet. They don't care what they need to do to win. If the coaching box can understand the feel of the game, understand knockout rugby better, well then just do what they do. But obviously Leinster went into that game, it seems, from what we saw, that Jack Conan incident going over, without clarity around, are we taking points, are we not?
Or without even clarity, do we look up or do we make a decision on the field?
Yeah, and for a team who've been in so many knockout games and have lost incredibly tight games, it just seems that same old failings. And the mindset thing is everything, because that Jack Nienaber his defence system works.
But even in the context of the game itself, this was knockout rugby. You had 5 minutes, you were guaranteeing yourself a draw, OK? Put that in the context that Leinster's, the bench that they brought on, all 8 internationals, they had more, you would feel, in the tank than what Northampton had. You also go back to the fact that last year's final against Toulouse went to extra time, so they've been down that road before.
Muscle memory.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's just for all kinds of reasons. I couldn't understand the decision.
Okay.